everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I am your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Playlog. And today, guys, we are at the time of the year where we get to look back, reflect, and attribute number values to every single one of these freaking players, because that is my favorite thing to do, baby.
Yeah, I'm judging you.
We are going to be looking at the best MLB players of 2022 so far. Before we get into it, guys, please make sure to like, subscribe, and use code TODAYJAYS to get some sweet deals and discounts on Monkey Knife Fight. All right, big man, there was a lot of MLB players out there, and I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of contention in those comments. So sound off, everybody, and let us know why we are completely wrong about everything. Coming in at number 10, though, we do have Big Pete. Polar Bear Pete Alonso.
Yeah,
on the New York
baby.
Mets.
Dude, Pete Alonso's having an exceptional year. You know, you look at the 2021 year and it's like, oh no, an 863?
Oh, God.
That's nowhere near the 941. Well, he's getting close again this year, 912. And what's really amazing for me is the RBIs. 95 RBIs, 29 homers, and he's doing it all with an incredible batting average of 283. Polar Bear Pete is the reason why the Mets offense is so dominant like it is this season.
Yeah, for me, I love batting average and on base and slugging and OPS and all that stuff is fine and dandy and wonderful. But at the end of the day, when we boil all this down, all of those numbers are so that you can get more ribbies, which he has the most of. So it's like he's leading in like probably the most important category right now, which is getting dudes literally around the base path, scoring more runs, which ultimately means more W's for your team. So yeah, Pete Alonso's been phenomenal, dude. Honestly, big part, I think, of why the Mets have been so dominant as of this entire season, basically.
Dude, absolutely.
Are they like, what is his contract deal? They're gonna.
Oh, he's super young. He's like,
they're gonna have to pay him money eventually.
Well, eventually, I think his arms are coming up, but not now.
Right?
It's incredible.
Yeah. Dude, chill while he's cheap.
Yeah,
you know?
Number 9. Now we got a relief pitcher on this, and it is Pete Alonso's teammate. It's Edwin Diaz. Edwin Diaz has been absolutely fantastic. This guy has an ERA of 1.39. The whip is so beautiful, 0.86, but it's all those juicy saves, 26 saves. He has been very, very clutch and bounced back.
Holy shit, dude. I'm seeing it for the first time right now. We looked at this guy beforehand as we were researching this video. Look at the innings, and then look at the number next to that.
Yeah,
what
that's
is
fucked up.
that?
Dude, this guy, they had a back-to-back like image of DeGrom and Diaz pitching in the same game, both throwing 102 with some heat and some velo. Yeah, it's incredible. This guy is definitely one of the best closers, and he went through a rough stretch in his career, but look at that, 559, but he's back to form, and he is exceptional.
I think that Edwin Diaz's career kind of just illustrates how bumpy sometimes closing and bullpen work can be, because obviously he has and does have all of the talent in the world he's putting up right now, and you can make a strong argument for him being the best closer in the game today right now. But he always had that talent. It was just kind of like shortened sample sizes, being in a bullpen role. Okay, we get a little bit blown up here, a little bit unlucky. Now he's back in form, and like him and Big Pete right now are a massive reason why the Mets have 70 Ws and are kicking ass.
Shout out the Mets. You guys are kicking ass this year. Now, we got number 8, and this is my fantasy guy. I love this guy.
Yeah. A little bit of bias involved.
A little bit of bias.
Honestly, like, well-deserved.
But well-deserved. It's Austin Riley. He's having an exceptional second, I believe it's like his 3rd or 4th year, but his second year after the big breakout last year. OPS plus 155. OPS is 942. And again, he's doing it all with the batting average, almost 300. And this guy is driving in runs. He's scoring runs. What's there not to like about Austin Riley?
No, it's absolutely phenomenal, and it's a credit to the Atlanta Braves as a whole for being able to somehow build up this foundation of these young players who are just absolute stars in this league, right? Like, obviously Acuna and Ozzie Albies, and now Austin Riley and Dansby Swanson. Like credit to Dansby Swanson.
Amazing.
He's having an amazing year right now. And all of these dudes are like below 30 right now, 30 years old in age, just absolutely killing it. My dude got paid this year, and like this is all earned, you know, like
absolutely.
Totally earned.
Bro, this is really what's standing out to me. He's leading, I believe, the NL in total bases. Because look at that, he's got 33 doubles and 29 homers. I think that will do it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what has his slugging almost almost at 600. So Austin Riley, like absolutely phenomenal baseball player right now, and like he's right up there for Acuna as like who is the biggest star on the Atlanta Braves anymore. It's like who even knows, right?
Well, imagine having that conversation. That'd be exceptional.
I mean, good problem to have, right?
Problem.
Like the Blue Jays used to have that problem with Vladdy and Bo Bichette.
What's going on, Bo?
I don't think we have that.
We have
issue
no more
anymore.
conversation.
Yeah, no more conversations need to be had about that, man.
No.
Number 7 on this list. It's a pitcher, first pitcher, well, I guess second pitcher, but first starting pitcher of the list, Justin Verlander. 50 years old and still, he's not 50, but he is bloody old.
39 years old, but this
shit.
guy's having an incredible, comeback. He's going to win Comeback Player of the Year. There's no doubt about it.
He might even win Cy Young.
He might even win Cy Young. He's going to win a lot of awards this year with that 1.73 ERA, and the whip, as a starting pitcher, is better than Edwin Diaz, and your whip as a reliever should be better than the starting pitchers. It's 0.854, and yes, he's not doing it like in Verlander fashion with a ton of strikeouts in the past, but he's doing it with efficiency and he's getting the job done. No one's able to square him up. Justin Verlander could be the AL Cy Young when it's all said and done.
Absolutely, he could, man. And again, a number that is sticking out to me right now is 15 W's in the win column, 3 L's, and I know that that's a team stat. You don't want to give so much. It's wins and losses. He's got so many wins, but when you have 15 to 3, right? That just indicates the level of dominance. Pretty much 83.3% of the time that you take the mound, you are going to walk away with a W for your team.
It's pretty hard not to with the Houston Astros offense. That's
a great
offense.
Obviously, but a 1.73 ERA, right?
That leads all of the MLB.
I think that's pretty damn easy as well to walk away with a W, So obviously, credit where credit is due. Justin Verlander just refuses to age. He's kind of turning into, I use this word very fleetingly. I don't actually believe that. I don't think it's a direct comparison. But, kind of like the Tom Brady of the MLB right now, just keeps going and going and going.
He's not stopping.
Not stopping at any time. Age does not seem to be a factor for this man.
He could win his third Cy Young when it's all said and done. Now, number 6, another teammate of another pitcher on this list. We got number 6, Yordan Alvarez. This guy is truly breaking out. You've told me many, many times that this guy is the most underrated hitter in all of baseball. Yeah, and look at it. Rightfully so.
I do believe that now he's right in there. Right, it always was that conversation of or at least last year and the year prior to that. It was Acuna, Tatis, Soto, and Guerrero, and those were the 4 really young boys who were coming up, bright stars. And there was always Yordan Alvarez there, and he was always doing it, but people never seemed to want to lump him into that category. And I just don't think you can possibly avoid that at this point. Look at those career numbers that he has right there, man.
Incredible.
Just stupid, right? And he's doing even better than that this season. The only reason that he's down here at 6, because honestly, this slash line is incredible. The only reason is because, primarily, playing in the DH sort of role. And, I think, was he doing some outfield at one point?
He does a little bit, but, not a whole lot. DH, 7, left field, but mostly DH.
Yeah, exactly, right? And that's why you're going to see his WAR, a little bit lower than some of the other guys. But as far as just a pure hitter goes, I think he goes pound for pound for any other player in the league as far as just a pure standard hitter.
100%. You said it before, but look at that career. This is Hall of Fame trajectory. This is incredible.
Yeah, he also got paid this season, and once again, completely well deserved.
Absolutely. And now, as I'm typing it in, number 5. This guy is having quite an incredible year, and that man is Paul Goldschmidt from the St. Louis Cardinals. Just look at those numbers. OPS plus 191. The batting average leads all of MLB with a 332 batting average. This man is 34. You'd think he was older with how much he's been in the league, but no, he is getting it done, and he's on his way to Cooperstown, and this is another one on the resume. Could walk away with an MVP as well this year.
Yeah. And I actually realized the other day, I was kind of misled on this one. He's never won an MVP before.
Wow.
He's never won one, So honestly, it is now or never.
You would have thought.
Absolutely. He's come MVP 2 twice, but he has never actually walked away with the full hardware himself. So you have to think that this year is the year, right? Look at all that
look
bold.
At
look at all the bold. It's it's all bolded. He's got so many ribbies, so much everything right now. And this guy, along with with one of his teammates, who, just spoiler alert, will be coming up very, very soon, is a big reason why the St. Louis Cardinals are where they are. 5.7 WAR at age 34.
That's
phenomenal season.
What a bounce back
for Paul Goldschmidt.
If you picked him in fantasy, which we were all pushing for, you did a great job.
Yeah,
you did a great job.
Yeah, 100%. I think because you could have scooped that guy in like the 8th or 9th round, something stupid.
It was dumb.
It was very, very dumb. Number 4 on the list is Paul Goldschmidt's teammate. It's Nolan Arenado.
Oh yeah,
phenomenal season.
Now, if you're looking at this video, you look at the slash, you look at the OPS, you're like, wait a minute, but why is he over top of Arenado?
Right.
When you were telling me before, Arenado's defense is messed up,
it's
guys.
Stupid.
And it's so messed up. He's in the 100th percentile in outs above average.
Yeah.
He's on his way to win a platinum glove, and the
Sixth.
WAR.
That would be his 6th platinum glove. It's so ridiculous.
It's dumb.
It's so ridiculous.
And it all adds up. Like, he's still great offensively,
yeah.
but the defense adds up, and it's a better WAR than Goldschmidt, who Goldschmidt isn't having that good of a year with the glove, shockingly enough, because Goldschmidt's usually really good with the glove.
Goldschmidt's in the, and this outs above average. You could debate this until you're blue in the face. But bottom 5th percentile. Whereas his teammate, Nolan Arenado, at arguably the hardest defensive position to play, is in the 100th percentile that's above average. He is, if you could bet on a Platinum Glove winner, I would 100% put the house down on Nolan Arenado at this point. And that's where the difference is made up here, right? Because... And also, too, it's like, we can't scoff at this production.
301,
this is
68
still
ribbies,
absolutely stupid levels of production.
Better than Vladdy. Shocker, he's not here.
Yeah, he's not. No, he's not. I mean, he'd be better than any Blue Jay.
Yeah,
Plus, he is also hands down the best defensive player in the league, like, by far at this point. So,
100%.
Yeah, that's why you're number 4, man. Just such a complete ball player. Honestly, both him and Paul Goldschmidt, Cooperstown.
Absolutely. They're both going, guys. Yeah. And now number 3 on this list, maybe this guy's on his way to Cooperstown if he keeps up this level of production.
Still got a ways to go.
Good
start.
He's building the resume. It's Sandy Alcantara. This guy, and the reason why I said it so early, he's 26 years old, and this guy's having such a breakout year with that 188 ERA, the whip of 0.935. Again, just like Verlander, not getting it done with the strikeouts, but man, if you look at the ERA plus, it's one of the best.
It's also too, like, look at those innings pitched.
The innings is incredible.
158.1.
Yeah.
And this is in an era of baseball where the manager is looking for any excuse to pull you from that game. You know, they don't want you to go 7. They don't want you to go that far. It's like they want you out of that game as soon as possible. It feels like, anyways, in today's era.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way the game is played. Sandy Alcantara, whenever he takes the mound, he's basically giving every reason not to take himself out, and that's why he leads the major leagues in innings pitched with 158, also giving him the highest WAR out of any pitcher by a wide margin. Let me add, a wide margin he has out of any pitcher. So, like, GG, bro, you're putting the hell up right now.
I feel bad that you're on Miami, and I wish that you had some offense. Granted, this is also, like, look at this. He's 10-4
on a
with a
horrible
ball team. So that just goes to show how well he's pitched this year.
Throwback to when, like, there were some minor conversation about trading this guy like a year ago.
Wow, if we got him, we'd be laughing.
Stupid.
Absolute laughing.
Yeah, literally.
Guys, number 2, this guy's laughing because he could walk away with an MVP award, and it would be his 2nd consecutive, and that would be Shohei Ohtani. Now, I mean, like, what else we got to say about Shohei Ohtani? Like, when you are one of the best offensive players in the game. Now, granted, some of these guys are way better offensively this year, but it's just, guys, we can't even debate it anymore.
No.
It's the pitching, dude.
Yeah.
You could also throw a 2.83 ERA with, a whip of 1.038. You're just an ace. And you're one of the best sluggers on your team. Like, how do you you're automatically best.
That is the thing. It's just it's kind of, he's only 25 innings pitched away from what Verlander has done. And granted, he's been a little bit less good than Verlander. But also tack on, 65 ribbies, 60 runs, 11 stolen bags, 24 home runs. Like,
he's just a great player.
It's
like
dumb.
like if he didn't have the pitching or he didn't have the hitting, we would not be talking about it right now. We wouldn't be talking about it. But like, you're adding so much. We're talking about WAR. You just add all these WAR points.
It's so much value.
It's so much value.
Yeah.
So Ohtani, you're number 2 in the league
Yeah.
because you are literally you're just so valuable.
And frankly, strong arguments could be made for being number 1.
100%.
But we are suckers for offense over here at Blue Jays today. You know, we get a nice big hard on for a nice juicy OPS there, and it's hard not to love 43 bombs either. Obviously, Aaron Judge is the number 1 overall best player so far in 2022 so far. 301 batting average, 97 ribbies. Oh, excuse me. So he's actually overpassed Pete Alonso. So my mistake. Pete Alonso was leading in ribbies.
He was.
Aaron Judge is now leading in ribbies.
Well, Pete, you weren't wrong. He was leading in the NL. He's just leading it in the AL.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Incredible. I mean, he's on pace to hit I think it was 64, 66 or something dumb like that. He's gonna break the record.
Ridiculous.
It's just a record for Yankees franchise. It's just dumb. This guy is I honestly want to watch more games, and you'd be thinking, oh, you're Blue Jays fans. Wouldn't you be watching more games? Well, I don't know. I feel like I want to watch every day of Aaron Judge and get the full body of how elite this guy's been this year.
It must be nice. It must really be nice if you're a Yankees fan. And one number that John Boy was bringing this up, so shout out John Boy Media, is bringing this number up. I think it was 62 was the number, because 62 is the number of home runs guaranteed that it's no roids. No roids or something like that. So it's that is a big number for him, because then you know you get to the other guys, and obviously some question marks will rise and everything like that. But 62 is the number where it's if you can hit 62 and you are not on steroids, then arguments could be made where it's hey, you hit the most home runs, ever without an additional substance, right?
Without cheating, and that's huge. And honestly, as a Blue Jays fan, I hate to see it, but I want him to do it because that's just such an accomplishment that we get to all witness in this lifetime and in the year in 2022, guys.
Almost a 200 OPS plus.
That's incredible.
That's literally 2 players lumped into one guy. So, I mean, that's why it's Ohtani is 2 players lumped into one guy.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge is that same, but just doing one thing.
Yeah.
Everybody, comment down below what you thought about this list of the best MLB players in 2022 so far. How do you see this list shaping out as the season goes on? And was there anybody that we missed that you just think needs to belong here? There's a lot of guys on there, too, that we kind of left off. I know Max Fried's having an incredible year. Rafael Devers, Jose Ramirez.
So many good guys.
Make some arguments down below in the comments, guys. Sound off.
Guys, also $3 a month to become a Patreon. Shout out and thank you to all of our current Patreons. You guys are absolutely blessing. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for watching.
And go Jays, go!